Oh, Little Busters, how I have missed you. Little Busters EX's new OVA episode is finally out, and oh, man, you really don't know how much you miss a series or miss the content until you have been away from it for multiple weeks and then a new episode comes out. That's how much I miss this series, and this episode was good. Now, the main focus of this episode was Sasami and getting to see her dilemma of pretty much turning into a Neko over and over again if anyone tries to interact with her or if she tries to leave Riki's room. Now, this episode overall is a very interesting concept. I want to talk about that, for instance. I wonder why a lot of anime have never chose to do this type of route with their anime. I mean, for instance, think about this, okay? The entire episode is about Sachan not being able to communicate with people, and at the same time, she can only talk to one individual person. I mean, think about if an anime series was focused on this element completely through like a 12 or 24 episode series. It would make a very interesting slice-of-life romance supernatural series if you think about it. I mean, imagine the romance development with a series like that. I mean, if you had, let's say, a boy or a girl that was constantly turning into a dog or a cat, and they cannot communicate with anyone else but you. That would definitely be a very interesting plotline if that was into a full-length anime. But anyways, nonetheless, we have this episode of Little Busters. Now, this episode, it pretty much lays the groundwork for the rest of this arc, I'm guessing, with Sasami, and I enjoyed it. At first, when her character was introduced earlier on in Little Busters, I didn't care much for her character. She seemed annoying. I did not like her laugh. I just did not care at all about her character. But from this episode, we get to see more in depth with her character and see her personality, and that she's just a shy girl, and at the same time, she's misunderstood. And so with this episode, we get to see her character in the light, and Riki's communicating with her, and at the same time, you see that there's something going on with her constantly turning into a cat. We don't understand the circumstances behind it. But it does leave some great comedy moments and good freaking cute moments with her. Oh my god. The Masato moment of him grabbing Sachan was just so lol-worthy. I was rolling on the floor laughing because, I mean, just think about this from a perspective. I mean, imagine how she feels when she's a human being picked up like a freaking animal and she's being looked at like this. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it's a girl. I mean, imagine how a female would feel. Like, you girls out there that's currently watching, how would you feel if just a random dude was to do that to you? You'd probably feel rather insulted. And so it's funny getting to see how that actually played out in this episode, and at the same time, I love the entire factor of how they got in the fact of how her clothes are transforming with her. And I'm thinking, like, that is interesting. I mean, if you think about it, if you look at werewolf-type anime, or movies, shows, or vampires, or whatever, any type of transformation type stuff, usually the clothes rip. Even Hulk does it, besides his pants. Now, here's the thing, okay? Why is her clothes also not, completely getting destroyed? Riki says that this is not the same reality that they were once in. And this is the funny thing about this entire subject, okay? How do you feel like this is not reality anymore when you saw a cat already being transformed into a human? For instance, the thing that made it feel like this wasn't the actual reality is because Sasami's clothes were not tearing when she transformed. It just, wow, Riki, really? Really? So it's possible for a girl to transform into a Neko, but it's not possible for a girl's clothes to rip off if she transforms into a cat. Am I the only one that sees this logic here? Okay, so besides that, the episode was cute. Kamari getting yelled at through the phone by Sasami was just adorable. She's like, I don't understand what you say, but all I hear is nya, but I'm sorry. Oh my god, that was cute. It was so cute. Seriously, that was adorable. It really was. And then you had Kamari make an entire conversation like, nya, nya, nya. I'm like, what? Just, And then you got Cood's little cute moments in this episode. My god, I love these characters so much. It sucks when this OVA series is eventually going to be over. I'm going to downright just miss Little Busters because it's so much fun watching. Now, overall, this episode was enjoyable. It mainly set up the groundwork, like I said earlier on, about Sasami and finding out more about her dilemma. And at the same time, what's interesting about this, that they leave subtle hints, is that Kyosuke is nowhere to be seen so far in this world. And so it completely is obvious now that this must be another dimension or something, since Kyosuke isn't here. If anyone's watched, the original Little Busters, you should probably know why Kyosuke is not in this world. I'm interested to find out more about this. Is this Kyosuke who's making this world, or is it something else? So anyways, everybody, I love all of you so much. Please have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.